So I like to start usually with a band origin story, and obviously your circumstances are a bit unique, but tell the kind of the origin story of the band, however you want to tell it. Go back as far as you want to go. How did the project come about?
Yeah, I mean, I guess going as far back as we could would be like 2018. That was when me and Max, my dad, started talking about it. But it wouldn't be till 2020 that we'd actually do anything on it, because the scheduling issues and him being in five very, prominent, successful metal bands,
Yeah.
the pandemic happened and, everything canceled for the year. And we, all of a sudden, our entire industry was gone. We had all this time at home. We decided that was the time to do it. We were like, when are we ever going to have, 3, 4, 5 months? Who knows how long this thing's going to be? Back then we didn't know how long the pandemic would last, so we were like, let's take advantage of this and do that record we've been talking about. That was the spoken word birth of it, I guess you could say, and from there we just started demoing. We did the demos on this really old Korg, like 12 track. My dad is not a technical savvy person, so we did things pretty caveman style. We started on that. We had this old drum machine from the 90s, same one he used for like Nail Bomb and stuff like that. And before we knew it, we were like crushing songs. You know what I mean? We had a half an album in like a month, I think.
That's awesome.
And then from there the band was just blossomed into what it is now. We're on our second record and finally starting to plan some touring and things like that. So it took a few years to get going, but better late than never.
Awesome. So COVID kind of helped birth the project to some extent.
Oh, absolutely. It was making the best of a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
And just taking advantage of that time.
Yeah. So another question I'd have for you is, how did you guys come up with the name? Does it come from anything specific, or is it something that you just?
It was actually it's kind of a goofy story, honestly. We didn't have a name. We were coming up with ideas, this and that, and one of us was thinking like, why don't we look up like how to tell someone to like F off in other languages, So I think we started with Portuguese, but it was a little too hard to pronounce. Looked up some other languages, and we came across like at least the Google translation. I've talked to a couple people. I don't think it's actually real, but the Google translation for Japanese translated to "go ahead and die."
Okay.
That was kind of like telling someone to bug off. You know what I mean? Like get out of my face type thing. And the first time we said it out loud, I don't know, it just kind of clicked, and we were like, that's kind of sick, And we wanted it to be a name that we could use as an acronym as well, kind of like the old school punk bands like GBH and MDC and stuff like that, So GAAD sounded cool to us, and it was just a random thing. I think we were just sitting on Google Translate, like typing in, go F yourself in different languages. And for some reason, the Japanese one came up as go ahead and die. And we were like, that's sick. But we actually I did an interview for Japan a couple weeks ago, and I told that story, and the Japanese journalist was like, yeah, I don't think that's that accurate, but that's cool that you found it that way, And I was
Yeah.
However it works,
That is awesome. And then the acronym is God. It's like God.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like someone from New England saying God.
Right, a Boston accent. Yeah, I'm gonna park the car.
Yeah, exactly.